So I thought I would just sit here and chat with you guys while I harvest this Siantai. This is I think amaranth in English. Really yummy veggie. And it's done for the season. It's starting to have seeds on it, which you can see there. Not so well on this one. I'll show you on a later one. And yeah, so we pulled it out to make space for other autumn stuff. So one of the cool things that I was sitting here thinking about, and why I did this video with really bad quality, look at the sun behind my head, is because I was sitting here doing this thinking, I used to hate doing this job. Like, I really felt like it's a waste of time, but sitting here doing it, I realized, man, it's pretty hard to eat. Like, it takes a lot of work to be able to eat. And it makes me pretty, first, happy that I eat. And I think it's a good lesson to learn that, you know, to have some maybe serenity or grace when you are lucky enough to eat on a regular basis. So look at that seed again. So that's why we're pulling them out. Anyway, I just thought that was cool. Cool thought to share. And also I'm bored, so I just want to chit chat while I do that. So I'll post this and 2 or 3 of you will watch it and hopefully you'll like it. So, aha. But yeah, gardening has been fun. It's still not something I like really am into. Jen is really the driving force of the garden, for sure. Is this the right? This is a totally different cultivar or varietal or something. Pure green leaf. But it's the right. We saw a few of these actually come up. We got these from seed, so but you can see by the seeds, it's definitely the same species. Doesn't have that purple leaf, which is super healthy. Okay, this is a delicious veggie too. I'd like to say it's not one of those healthy gag it down veggies like kale. I don't know why people eat kale. If you have a good way to eat kale, like sincerely good, okay, not like less awful, okay, leave it in the comments below, because as far as I'm concerned, kale is a waste of garden space. We have one plant this year which Jen had to sneak in, and I'm vehemently opposed to planting kale. Grows like a weed, which is probably a good thing about it. Maybe that's why people like it. But did you see the price in the grocery store? It's not priced like it grows like a weed. Yeah, that's them taking advantage of you, healthy lifestyle people that think you have to suffer to be healthy. No, you can have delicious red veggies like this, super healthy and delicious. Stir fry that with a bit of garlic and lard. Yeah, lard. Not unhealthy, and you'll have something really delicious and really yeah, pretty interesting flavor. It's its own kind of veggie flavor, light though, not too strong. We have another veggie in the garden that does have a strong, unique flavor called tomha. I have no idea what the English version of that is, but that one's really good, one of my favorites. Oh, so loud. Jesus Christ. Which also stir fries up really nice. I think also the amount of green veggie you eat is related to the healthiness, not just the green veggie. Kale. Anyway, I got a big old pile of this to work my way through, so you're going to be stuck with me for a while. I'm talking to my phone. I'm bored, so I'm doing a little video. For I don't know, for one of the channels or something. I don't know. What else can we talk about? I don't know. You can just watch me pluck for a while. Oh, the other thing I notice is how you get better as you do something. Even if you don't like it, you get better at it. I got better at harvesting these. Maybe some of you are watching and saying, wow, you're really awful at that. You have some tricks for me. Let me know. Probably not. I shouldn't say that. You might. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just watering.
Oh, good one. Yeah, so we break up the tasks. So this morning I came out here. I had couple main tasks. One was to get these uprooted and obviously processed, which I'm doing now. And the other main task was to move part of our, we had an unproductive piece of, these are old, we had an unproductive side branch on our loofah, aka sugwa in Chinese, loofah. Yes, it's edible. It's like a cucumber-like veggie. I'll show you that later, maybe. Anyway, we had an unproductive side branch of it, so I cut it off, and it had its own stick and everything, like for trellis work. So we moved that to a spot where we had a productive side branch that had no trellis. So that was my other goal, which has been achieved. Now I actually like this job now. I get to sit, it's kind of meditative. I already had a little meditation this morning, but this is another chance to just sit with my little leaves and pluck, pluck, pluck. Although now I'm blabbering, so it's not very meditative. Maybe I should stop, go back to my more meditative. The other thing I do sometimes is I try to focus on, maybe do a stretch while I sit here and harvest. So here I go, do a little leg stretch. Hi. I'll also say hi to the neighbors who probably think I'm a little bit crazy because I'm always sitting on the ground on my butt doing this kind of stuff. Take about a half hour, I guess, by the time I'm done. I don't really know. Anyway, I wanted to go live, but I'm not allowed with my channel because it's too mini. You gotta have a real channel. Huh? I cannot. Only Gen T. My other channels don't have enough, like, you know. I don't want to think too much about what I say. I'm just having fun. Gen T, I gotta be careful. Like, I already badmouth kale severely, which I love. This kale really is useless. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to go on about that too much, but Jesus. I'm serious. If you actually have some delicious kale recipe, you better leave that there. Or if you think kale needs to be defended, let me know. But I don't think anybody will rush to kale's defense. It's disgusting. It's tough. I was told you could like kind of massage it and you know, kind of basically bruise it, kind of like tea. Roll it and give it some bruise to make it more tender. And indeed, that works. And these are really withering. But guess what? It doesn't make it taste good. It needs a really large amount of vinaigrette to taste half decent. And basically what tastes half decent is the vinaigrette, not the kale. There's so many green veggies to eat. Maybe that's why it's popular here, because we don't... I discovered all kinds of green veggies when I started living with Jen and eating with Jen. I didn't know there's so much green veggie, way beyond. I should write a book called Beyond the Bok Choy. Okay, I'm definitely going to do something about that idea. That's pretty cute. Beyond the Bok Choy. So many yummy veggies with unique flavor and ways to prepare them that you know, aren't new. There's people who've been working on making these things taste good for a long time. Maybe that's the trouble with kale. Nobody's been working on fixing it long enough. Poor kale. Oh, that was scary. Oh, let's talk about scary. The loofah, which you haven't seen in this video, but I might show you. I might not. I don't know. The loofah is covered in ants. And when you have to work around it, the ants kind of go crazy. I think they basically have this concept that they need to defend the loofah, which we love, because they do defend the loofah from you know, herbivore insect attack. They benefit from the nectar while doing no damage, which is fantastic. You know, my hard work is blowing away. How can I get you a better angle? I don't think you can have a better angle. Oh, you fell in the grass. No, That's no better. Hold on, it's also no worse. Oh, do you hear the siren in the background? Non-stop around here. Really tiny little city of 1 million people, and all I hear are sirens, day and night. I was falling asleep the other night, I heard a siren. I thought it was Jen snoring. I know that sounds weird, but it sounded like a nose whistle, you know? And it was kind of in sync with her breath, so I was pretty sure it was a nose whistle. But then it got closer, and I realized it's a siren, like midnight or 1 in the morning. I was having some trouble sleeping. Anyway, sirens. Yeah, I don't seem very meditative, do I? Just complaining non-stop. This is a pretty relaxing job. It does. It's getting windy. Pretty relaxing job that I've grown to kind of look forward to. I saved this to the last today. I've uprooted this first, and then I could have plucked it, but instead I changed the trellis like I was mentioning, and then I came here to do this because this is my kind of my favorite job. Look at these leaves. These are so old. Look at the stem. I might not even keep these. These are a little bit maybe beyond edible. There's some small ones in the center though. I'll grab those. Get rid of those. It's the first time I throw away a leaf, but this is really, look at the stem on it. That's not fun to eat at all. Look at the beautiful leaf. The back is so shiny too. The quality is really bad, but da-da-da, unfocused leaf. Go ahead. Oh yeah, and I was talking about how hard it is to eat, meaning how much work it is to just eat. Now we don't obviously have any meat that we're raising here in my suburban place of residence, but even if you might think to yourself, oh geez, well it would be easier if you raised meat and not veggie. You've got to eat a lot of veggie to stay alive. True, but your meat has to eat a lot of veggie to stay alive too. So one way or another, you got to raise veggie to raise meat. And this is the veggie is raised, and here I am harvesting it, albeit quite meticulously because we're picky eaters. But and then beyond here, this stuff will go inside, and Jem will give it all a thorough clean. So it's not done yet. And then it gets put into little produce bags, put in the fridge for later, because we got enough for several plates, several dishes of Amaranth or Sientai or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so we'll take it in, wash it, bag it, and then it'll be kind of grocery store like ready to go. And I guess you would get that for $5 or $6 at the grocery store max. So I don't feel like my work here, I don't feel like I would do this. I would do it to eat because that's valuable to me, but I don't think I would do it for $15 or maybe $5, since you gotta imagine the grocery store's making some money. No. So there must be some kind of scale. And you don't see this stuff in the grocery. There's a reason. If they sold it in the grocery, it would probably be on the stalk like this. Would it be picked off? They would leave that for you to do at home. Aren't they generous? You might get wet soon, so watch out. The watering can is getting closer. Don't worry, you're waterproof. Look at my progress. Stretch the other leg now. Wait, no. How do I do? Like this. All right, I'm going to go for now and focus on my job. Talk to you later.